I should be sleeping right now, not working on this. But you guys know that, well, this episode just blew me away. I'm Megaman NG, and I welcome you guys to another Power Rangers Dino Fury episode review. Today we're going to be talking about episode 14, Old Foes. It came out yesterday, but if you guys are wondering, these reviews take time. So yeah, all this week you guys are going to be seeing episode reviews, and there are plenty. This is just one of 5. And if things continue as they are next week, I will most likely review the rest. So I'll provide a synopsis as well as some details, and there's a lot to talk about. Let us begin. It's Halloween in Pine Ridge, and the Rangers are looking forward to some fun. Ollie doesn't seem the least scared, but the others want to challenge him to see if he is scared. That's going to be put aside since some strange sorcerer comes in along with a very dangerous foe. When the Rangers are captured, Ollie must now face impossible odds. Does he have the courage to save his friends from a resurrected Emperor of Evil? Yeah, that's the whole point of this episode. New episode, new review. I give my regards to Decker Broken on Twitter, my friend Michael who helped provide, and our buddies in the UK for, giving us the episode, of course, because it's been released in the UK. I'm not going to wait for Nickelodeon, and if anyone's wondering, this is the Halloween special for Power Rangers Dino Fury. It's fitting because Nickelodeon would get this episode on October 23rd, and I thought the holiday stuff would be at the end. Nice to have a change of pace. Anyway, the plot centers on Ollie, who boasts that he's not afraid of anything. So his friends challenge him to a haunted trail. He is then tested when his friends get captured by a Sporix sorcerer, and he's brought some heavy firepower to boot. Let's just get to the nitty-gritty here because I never thought we would see him again. Yeah, the Emperor of Evil has returned, or rather, resurrected, to say the least. Yep, Lord Zedd. For those who don't know, Lord Zedd was a big bad from the second season of Power Rangers. He's known as the Emperor of Evil for a reason. And also, he's Rita's boss. Eventually, her husband. You all know how much of a threat he was if you've seen Season 2. Zedd always took the initiative, taking advantage of situations and using it to put the Rangers in precarious situations. He almost defeated the Rangers in a few instances, and ultimately would perish due to the Z-Wave becoming human. But because this is Power Rangers Dino Fury, this is not the same Zedd. He was resurrected by a Sporix named Reaghoul at his most evil state. Basically, this is when Zedd was at his most evil, pretty much. He's voiced by Andrew Lang, and I will say that he has some big shoes to fill, since he's pretty much replacing the late Robert Axelrod. Yeah, as a fan of Power Rangers, it still hurts. It still hurts when Robert Axelrod passed away, and I hope that Andrew Lang can pull it off. This episode is not only a Halloween special, but also an Ollie-centered episode, as it focuses on his fear. Sure, the guy isn't afraid, but when his friends are in danger, that's when the fear kicks in. It's understandable that he's afraid of losing his friends, but after boasting, it just tells you that something is off. I also like that this series delves into the characters and provides some needed development. In the case of Ollie, which I said development, he's willing to do what he can to save his friends, even if he is facing impossible odds. He kind of reminds me of Tommy in Season 1, where, despite the fact that he would ultimately lose his powers, he had to do what needed to be done. Because, if he can't, then who will? To be fair, he had help thanks to Solon, but it really shows that deep down, Ollie does care. There are some nods to previous seasons, such as the first 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin, In Space, as well as Beast Morphers. They knew what they were doing, and I like that. My only nitpick is the fact that they had to replace the voices, which I have to wonder if it's due to a non-union issue or something. It could be a union issue, I don't know, but yeah, it just felt a bit lacking, to say the least. As I said, Zedd is no pushover. We've seen him many times battle. There's a reason he's known as the Emperor of Evil. We see how strong he is, and it truly shows being able to beat down 2 Sporix. If he returns, you know the Rangers will be in for one hell of a fight. The worst part about this is that there is no Z-Wave to help them. That means that along with Void Knight, there's another threat that they have to deal with. And surprisingly, even Void Knight knows that Zedd is bad news. When you got someone like him scared, you know something is up. But overall, I can go on and on about this episode, but here's the thing. I can't. This is why it's an episode that it's best to watch for yourself. Why? Because it's one of the best episodes of the entire season thus far. I'm serious. There's no laughing matter here. Sure, it's an Ollie-focused one, and we do see Ollie save his allies, and the fact that he admits that he was afraid of losing his friends, and that alone made a heartwarming moment at the end. But the fact that Lord Zedd returning is just big. I wonder what the writers are going to do now that he's back. Will he play a role later on or in Season 2? Who knows? What more is there to say? My rating for this episode is a perfect 10. I could have just gave it a 9, but no. I'm giving it a 10 because it's just one of the best thus far. The fact that Zedd has returned really can tell you right away that things are going to get bad. The only thing I hope is that the writers don't shove him off and just have him be a one note. If Zedd is truly a big bad, as they say, they need to do something with him. And they need to do it right. Because otherwise it's going to leave a bitter taste in my mouth. Truly. So yeah, that is it for this episode review. Like I said, you guys are going to be seeing one of these every day until all of Dino Fury Season 1 is done. I'd rather make sure I get them done instead of waiting for Nickelodeon, because screw them. If you enjoyed, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. All of it truly means a lot. I do mean that. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for another episode review. This is Big Man NG signing off. Peace out. You so cool!